What's good, YouTube? Peace and blessings be upon y'all, man. Today's topic of discussion is the reward for being real. Now, I'm making this video because I made a post on IG on my story a few days ago, and I said it's no reward for being real. And the reason I made this post was because in all of my relationships in my life, I try and be like a truthful, transparent person, but it feel like you just get taken advantage of. You know what I mean? It feel like you always get this, shitty end of the stick in your relationships when you the one who, you know what I'm saying, you always just putting in more than you get out. And no matter how genuine I keep it on my side, people will still be dishonest with you. People will still lie to you. People will still manipulate you. But I had to realize that the reward for that I was looking for when I made that post was instant gratification and validation for the fact that I was being a good person or for the fact that I was being real. But I actually had a wrong idea about that whole thing. The real reward for being a real, genuine person is having dignity and integrity. The real reward for being real is being able to look into the mirror and like who you see, love who you see. A lot of people wake up every day and they don't really like being the person who they are, and that's because they're not actually being their true self. But when you wake up every day and you living in your truth, and you know that nobody have no dirt on you, or you know what I'm saying, you're not doing something in the dark that's gonna come out one day to bite your ass. You know what I mean? That is like peace of mind. You can't replace that. You can't replicate that with nothing. Denying who you are to yourself and to other people, denying who you are to fit in to what somebody else may think of you, to adjust to somebody else's standard, to make other people feel comfortable, it's just gonna lead to you being unhappy and dissatisfied with who you actually are as a person, because that's not your character and that's not you. You gotta be your true self. Denying who you are is just gonna lead to you imploding on yourself. You're not gonna be happy, and eventually all of that is just go. You know what I mean? You can't. That's not sustainable. Move like you gotta make decisions based off of what you think and what you want to do, not what everybody else is doing, not what the crowd is doing. You gotta be a leader in a world full of followers. If you can be a leader in this world, then that will make you stand out. If you can be a leader and follow and move at the beat of your own drum, then that'll make you stand out more than anything else. And above all, in this frame of thinking, you got to be able to hold yourself accountable. That's really being real and authentic with yourself. Is being able to hold yourself accountable, because I can't blame the people that was doing wrong by me, or you know what I'm saying, I was able to get over me. I can't blame them for doing that. I gotta blame myself for allowing it to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of situations that could be avoided if you just change the people who you decide to be around, or if you just change who you decide to talk to, or the level of the relationship that you gonna have with that person. Because a lot of the time, the signs be there, but we ignore that because we like to see the good in people. But it's saying in the Bible, you know what I'm saying, if you put your faith in man, if you put your trust in man, he'll always fail you. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, we got to hold ourselves accountable for the things that we allow to happen and for the positions that we put ourselves in. It's nobody to be mad at for anything going wrong in your life but yourself. If you got a job you don't like, that's your fault, because it's 13 and 14-year-olds who's millionaires out here, and they may have had a different set of circumstances than you, but it's still possible. Anything is possible. We all got the same 24 hours in a day, and if a 13 or 14-year-old is a millionaire, then that means they actually had less time than you, unless you younger than that. But you get the point. That means they had less time than you and they got more done than you. So it's really nothing for us to be complaining about. There's nobody for us to blame but ourselves. We got to hold ourselves accountable and be responsible for the circumstances that we in. So with that being said, man, I hope y'all can apply that in whatever way it fits for you. And peace and blessings upon y'all, man. Be safe out here.